Hello everyone and welcome to the very first edition of Sensory Showstoppers by MMR and its sister company Kicker Innovation. Now we're on a mission to find on-trend products that are actively fighting ordinary innovation. What makes a showstopper? Well, there are plenty of good products out there, but we think good is not good enough. So with sensory branding starting to take off, we're looking for those products that bring the brand idea to life more forcefully. So let's get started. Let's meet our experts and find out if they found our first sensory showstopper.
Hi, I'm Chantal and I'm a sensory and consumer scientist at MMR Research.
And I'm Will, a senior innovation consultant at Kicker. We can help you cut through barriers to achieve breakthrough innovation. At Kicker, we live and breathe consumer and product trends. So check out our really fascinating quarterly trend report available at kickerinnovation.com. One of this season's trends that's really bubbling over is a new wave of sodas that's going beyond sugar reduction to functionality, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Wow, so Guinness or cold brew?
It looks a bit more coffee-like to me, and I
can smell it already.
Yeah, I'm getting a whiff too.
Oh, cold coffee for me must have sugar, or it must have something sweet in it to take the edge off. Fine, it's just, the bitterness becomes so prevalent.
Yeah, almost to the acidic, like you can taste the sourness and the bean coming out.
It's really triggering pick-me-up, right? It's triggering boost.
It's so strong in being acidic, bitter, like you don't pick up on anything else. So it's sort of hard to say what you know, it's not giving me like, oh, it will do this because I'm tasting this, because I'm feeling this in my mouth. It's not sort of preparing me for anything.
Let's find out what this is, because I'm really interested to understand what those other ingredients are that are sort of making this stand out from the crowd. CBD, huh? This product plays into that space of, I want a coffee, but I don't want to be jittery, right? I want to be focused. I want my focused energy rather than like that hectic energy. Does it succeed in doing that?
For me personally, I think even the smell of a coffee, the taste of a coffee already cues my body up for being a bit more, you know, energetic, a bit like let's go. And the CBD might be balancing that out. Even if it's just a placebo effect, I might get it anyway.
It's fascinating actually, and you're bang on the money. You know, sometimes I can have a decaf coffee and I'll feel like I'm suddenly full of energy.
So would you say sort of this is drinkable? Would you drink a whole can of this the way it is now versus when you add some sweetness?
I'd want the sweetness. And then I think it plays into a multitude of spaces, you know, a bit of sweetness, maybe a plant-based or regular milk, something like that. Bit of ice, bit of Kahlua, bit of vodka, and you've got yourself a really nice CBD boozy iced coffee.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this looks like a Belgian fruit beer or something like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, almost like a dark fruit cider. And I'm also immediately getting some fruity notes there.
Should we give it a go? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
I'm getting a lot of plum, some acidity.
Let's find out what it is and what it does.
Oh wow. I would have never sort of matched up this drink with that can, would you?
I wouldn't have at all. I was expecting it to be much more sort of visual and much more arresting. The can speaks of sort of, you know, that big white space on there speaks of like what would be a clear drink and maybe something much more delicate, but this is really punchy. So this is, it's CBD, but also built around defense.
I think what this drink does really well is you know, it's interesting, it's multi-layered, it's not necessarily just hyper or just calming, it does a bit of both.
Yeah, it's an interesting one to unpack because I think a lot of the CBD brands have gone for this kind of refined premium element, whereas actually this feels like it should have a splash of color over it. You know, it feels like it should be a really exciting product to pick up. Interesting.
It's a bit of an in-between color, right?
You know what it looks like to me? It looks like marmalade when it's been cooked a bit too long and it goes that like really caramelly. It's got that sort of caramelized orange color to it.
Getting a bit buttery, caramelly.
Yeah, fruit candy I get. Let's try it.
I'm getting some leather notes. Leather, woody.
The top note for me is massively honey, but then it's kind of berry underneath it.
Yeah. Maybe even a bit of shoe polish, I would say, when you walk into like a shoe repair shop.
That is an amazing link. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Oh, interesting. This is Olipop.
Strawberry vanilla, I did not pick that up at all. Now I see it, maybe some vanilla.
Branding wise, you know, I think it's great. It speaks to sort of old school sodas. Doesn't really speak to health much.
I might buy it, but I wouldn't buy it again.
The problem for me is it's not fizzy enough.
So there you have it. It's not easy, is it? But I do hope that we've inspired you to look at product innovation a little differently. And if you have the chance now to make a comment or suggest even a future showstopper, we'd love to hear from you. So look out for future editions of the show, and until next time, goodbye.